It is relatively short, yet has not left my line of thinking since it happened. I believe there are inklings that you simply cannot ignore, and forces that simply can't be knocked down to science. I was at this horror convention. There was a party taking place at the hotel pool later that evening. Gone by the theme, A Night in Hell, it will make sense later. So, as one could imagine, everyone was in their devil/angel costumes. Just chillin' in hell. Just as a disclaimer, I am a person that enjoys people, reading and figuring them out. I would consider myself very good at it. I would like to address that I am aware that there is an error, and I am not claiming to have some type of powers, or say I know them in and out, because that would be a lie. However, my gut speaks loudly, and the eyes gaze over what they want. Anyway, I digress. I float around the people in costumes, drinking, dancing, picking someone to fulfill my thrill-seeking journey of energy and who I can make nice with. While returning to my own group of people, I swiftly turn mid-step. I spotted a man. This man was tall. His skin was even in complexion. Absolutely no texture. Eyes light but glossy. It was as if he was made out of flesh-like latex, and perfectly crafted features. He was not dressed up in costume. He came as is. And there he was. He had features that were subtle, yet composed a face I can't forget, but have also completely forgotten. I looked at him, admired him, and he did to me. I did not try to hide the fact I was staring at this man. He did not hide the reciprocity. I didn't know what I felt in those moments. There simply wasn't enough time to drink in everything I picked up and react accordingly. Then on I carried and made my rounds, spoke to people, hugged, laughed. I found myself in the same loop, circling the pool for new blood. Then I looked up, and there he was again. It was as if he knew I knew something. I looked at him in the eyes, and he looked at me. I managed to muster a smile, and then he smiled at me. It was as if he was affirming what it was I was giving to him. I do also consider that he might have just found me cute, and decided to smile back. However, I carried on into the party. My mind considered that encounter more than just a general exchange with a man in a crowd. My mind carried me directly to him, the Beelzebub, the Prince of Darkness, God's fallen favorite. Now, I need you, as the listeners, to understand that I know how crazy this sounds, and many of you have probably already stopped listening. I would like to add that I am a Satanist, practicing Levianism. In short, Levianism doesn't believe that there is a devil or a god. However, I found there to be a reason I felt this way, and nor did I have any preconceived notion or fascination into looking or finding thee. It came from my gut, and from what my eyes gathered. I began to recount stories and claims of encountering the devil in person. None of them, to my immediate recollection, matched that of my own experience. I near regret not speaking to him, or making something more than a smile. As per my beliefs, I want to say that I made this up, and that I do not believe myself for even entertaining this idea. However, I would be lying if I said I didn't want to go back and take a closer look at the face I almost cannot remember.